Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for tomorrow. Until the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of this video, guys. I make these chart analysis out of gratitude for all the viewers and investors looking up information on these individual stocks. But towards the second half is where the money's at. We trade penny stocks daily over at the Discord. We're going to talk about the stocks I mentioned this morning. And if that's something you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The links are down below in the description. We look forward to having you join us over at the Discord. And by joining, you will gain access to all the opportunities that awaits you, as well as the ticker symbol you won't want to miss that you want to add to your watch list. We're going to talk about that. We've talked about this one before. It's already given 5 to 10% opportunities through swing trades, and it's already up close to 10 to 15% since we mentioned it. So stay tuned for all that information. But let's jump into NAKD stock, Naked Brand Group. NAKD stock had a jump from yesterday to today, and now let's go ahead and see what's important for tomorrow. Was this a short squeeze that had actually started or actually pulled back? I mean, what is going on with NAKD, and is this the beginning of a bull run, or was this just a jump and a pullback? So the first thing is the 50-day moving average. Okay, 50-day moving average is 59 cents. I'm just going to round it to 59 cents. Anything above it is bullish, anything below it is bearish. If we break through that, this could lose momentum pretty quickly, and it doesn't mean that it can't come back up, but the bears are starting to dominate right now. The bulls are in control, and you can see that from yesterday to today, the bulls definitely maintained control and brought this up to newer highs. Now, our support level here, pretty close to the price, is 61.09. It's currently at 61.50, 61 cents. If you want to go ahead and look at it that way, it's at 61.50, 61 cents is our support, and I'd watch how it reacts between 61 and 59 cents to see if the bulls are trying to reappear and bring it back up, or if the bears are turning this one down fairly fast. Now, there's a few resistance levels here for the bulls to break through, and the first one that I would use informally just to dissect the chart is right here at 66 cents. They need to break through that, turn that into a support, pull away from it to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. That's where this kind of consolidated before pulling back a little harder. That's the first step, but the true resistance level is the highest point before the pullback, and that is way up here at 70.94. I just round that up to 71 cents. The bulls need to break through that, turn it into a support to reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and their goal beyond that is breaking through the high of the day of 74 cents to continue pulling upwards, continue this momentum, and pull further away from the 50-day moving average. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and stay tuned. All I ask for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. I'm going to share with you guys the ticker symbols we mentioned this morning over at the Discord, as well as the opportunity of another ticker symbol you won't want to miss. You definitely want to have on your watch list if you don't have it already, because the potential in this one is pretty big, and if you don't have it, you want to start watching it. Stay tuned. So the ticker symbol I have for you guys today is one that we've talked about before, and now it's in a position that you definitely want to be watching it moving forward. So we're going to talk about it in just a moment. We've talked about it over at the Patreon. We've talked about it here on YouTube. We're going to talk about it again because the opportunities are getting bigger and bigger. So let's talk about the ticker symbols we mentioned this morning and how they perform. So if this is something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us over at the Discord. The link is down below in the description. We look forward to having you join us, and by joining, you will gain access to all the opportunities that awaits you. So I had stated volume was a little bit low. I was going to put my stop losses extra close today just to be cautious because it's Friday, long weekend coming up, and the two stocks we watch were VTNR and ITRM. So we started watching this one at 5.95 and this one at 1.46. So they both jumped pretty fast. You could see it down here, but let's look at these charts together because they performed pretty well. So we caught this one in the 5s again, right there at 5.95, and it was sitting around this area when we caught it, right? And it ran a little bit, pulled back down towards the bell, hit a low here of 5.65 and took off to 6.90 and also 649. So in just a few minutes, it gave 10% plus, and all the way up here at 690, it gave close to 20% plus. Then it started to fall back down, hit a low here of 563, and anyone that was able to go ahead and look at the charts and take it that far into the day, I mean, that's a really long trading day, but catching it at that dip and rode it up to this high here, it definitely gave about 50% back, guys. This was between 30 to 50% jump here from these lows, and from when we mentioned it, it's still a 30 to 50% jump throughout the day, guys. This was spectacular, a great way to end the week. The second stock we talked about was ITRM, and this is what we look for every single day, guys. We're constantly looking for opportunities. All we really want is 5 to 10%, and on a great day, 10 to 20%, and 20% plus is a home run, as I call it. So we talked about this one sitting at 146, and it was actually around this area, just a little bit above it. It fell down and hit a low here of 140 and ran up to 151, giving us about 5 to 8% jump right there, right away. Then it pulled back and it hit a low here of 138. That was the low of the day. So one of the strategies I always talk about is, timing and execution, looking at the lowest point where you feel is the lowest, right? Going ahead, putting your stop loss limit order, and if it doesn't execute, you just ride the wave until you feel comfortable. But right after that, it jumped up and gave another 8 to 10% jump, pulled back, and it took off after that through the momentum and volatility all the way up to a high here of 156. From this point to this point, that was certainly a 10 to 15% jump. This turned out to be great as well. It took a little bit longer, but both of these trades, if you look at these charts, they didn't really give us the true strong gains until later that day. But early on in the morning, what I look for is 5 to 10% on a regular day and 10 to 15% on a great day, and 20% plus is a home run. And we got that certainly, but these turned out to be spectacular. So what's the stock you want to add to your watch list? Well, I talked about this one last week. I've talked about it this week, and it's Airbnb, guys. We've been talking about it since it slightly bottomed out. Let's go ahead and zoom out here so we can catch it from the bigger picture. It was consolidating. We caught it right here around this pullback, pulled back down, went back up, started to pull back again. It was at 133. That was the low, just consolidating sideways, and now has jumped all the way up to 144. So this has given us multiple opportunities to go ahead, buy the dips, load up for those that are long, and swing trade this for 5 to 10% opportunities throughout the whole entire process. So this is a stock for those that are looking long term. I mean, when you really zoom out here, this was getting more interesting the lower it went, because it was getting close to the lows here of the IPO. And this is a stock that if you have not done your research, you have not done your due diligence, and you don't know enough about, you definitely should, and keep this on your watch list, because this could 2x. It could, just based off everything we see here. And if it doesn't 2x, it could go up anywhere from 50 to 70% up if things go right for this stock and things start to reopen, traveling starts to go ahead and expand, and things start to get quote unquote normal for the economy and for individuals that are looking to travel. And Airbnb is going to change the way we see hospitality. I talked about it last time. I just want to briefly touch base on it. Put this on your watch list if you don't have it already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make